Well, y'all know it is the highest host, Mr. Luscious Locks, Adam Ill, right here chilling out. It is the OG podcast right here on Dash Radio, Purple Haze Radio. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all could be anywhere in the world right now doing whatever the fuck you want, and you're chilling with me and you're listening to this voice, so I appreciate it. I got an awesome show. I got two amazing guests in the building. Both have became my friends over the years, but they're both legends in their own right. One actually, saved a restaurant from burning down, and I guess as high as I do, and the other one has the longest running weed shop in LA, and probably the longest running selling the most weed, right, consecutively. We'll talk about that later. Jeremy Madix and the Wizzard Jason Beck is in the building. But before I get to y'all, I just want to talk about one thing real quick. I don't know if I brought this up before, but it's been happening a lot lately. There's all these cannabis parties happening, all these networking things, all these like, oh, come meet our brand, or let me introduce you to this new cannabis strain, or here, everybody come meet each other. We're having a weed party. And you know what the one thing that they all don't have at these weed parties? Would you guys like to take a guess? Jeremy, would you like to take a guess? One thing at these weed parties where they try to introduce you to their products and make friends and, hey, shout us out on your social media. What's the one thing at these weed parties that they don't have? Guess.
Damn, that's a good question.
Weed. Yes! How the fuck you have a weed parties with no weed? It's all right. They
have packaging though. Weed packaging.
I mean, they got what their shit looks like, but can you get it or try it? No, you can't. But you can look at it because here we are. But I appreciate there's so much room right now in this industry, cannabis industry. There's everyone and their moms are coming out with brands. Everybody understands the benefits of cannabis. I've been talking about it for many, many, many years. I've never been ashamed of my consumption, and I've always been frowned upon, and people always looked at me in a negative way. But now, with it being more regular and accepted in society, people are now accepting it and understanding the benefits, and everyone wants to be a part of it. And I appreciate y'all. Like, y'all can come in, enjoy this culture, be here, what we've been doing for all these years, and the people before me that have been putting it out there. But please know what the fuck you're getting into. You should be passionate about it and not just do it for the money, because y'all be fucking shit up. Having these weed parties, don't even know what weed looks like.
Seriously.
I talk to y'all, don't even know. If I have a nug in front of you, you don't even know what it looks like. If I walked with a live plant, you wouldn't even know. You'd be like, oh.
You know what I call those kind of events? Placebo events.
What?
Because they're all based off you having a feeling like you're getting high, even though there's nothing there to get you high.
Yeah.
That's scandalous.
The placebo effect.
It's a weed party. Come join us, but don't smoke anything.
It's called placebo parties.
And of course, y'all have been to probably many parties. Of course, you hear the words of Jason Beck, the Wizzard, out here in the building. Multiple Cannabis Cup Award winner. I've traveled the world with Jason, winning a couple awards in a couple countries, smoking weed everywhere. We've done a lot of things together.
I'm always higher than you.
Now you're just lying. See, now I'm just going to cut you off. But he's the special co-host of the day. We've had him on the show before. You can listen to those interviews on YouTube, or you can hear. We talk to him all the time. He has so much to say. But the special guest of the day.
Uh-oh.
What? This guy, known as the Heartthrob. So some people call you a heartthrob. You might have seen him on TV if you watch Bravo. There's a little show called Vanderpump Rules, and he's been on it a little bit. I think you made your appearance like in the 5th season in.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, he has an older sister who's on it that you might know if you watch the show. He's I've seen him at these weed events. Some of the legit ones where we get high, and some where we just pretend to get high.
Yeah.
Unless I'm there, because we're always getting high if I'm in the building.
This is
You
true.
smoke pretend weed?
No. You know me.
Spice.
You know me, Bet. Why are you talking shit, Jason? You know how it is. I'll pull up to
It
a
was
weed
just a
event.
question.
I'll pull up to the weed event.
It's a
I was just
pretend
wondering.
event
With weed.
pretend
There has been a lot of this CBD weed floating around that the hemp industry's been selling.
Oh my God.
So people like $10 ounces and shit.
Oh my God. Everyone's like, oh, I don't smoke weed, just CBD. Has anyone ever told you to? Like, I'm like, hey, you guys want to smoke? They're like, yeah, I got CBD. Like, yo, I want to get high.
Yeah.
Like,
I just can't handle the strong stuff.
Yeah, that's how I like also determine who I really fuck with and not. If you're like trying to hang out and smoke weed and you just pull out CBDs, you're not a real smoker.
No.
I mean, I appreciate
you might be a real smoker, but you're not a real.
You're new to the
smoker.
game.
Well,
for sure.
when we say real smoker, I'm talking about the culture. See, like Jeremy right here, I've seen him at these parties. I've seen him. He's come to some of the sessions sometimes, and y'all are pretty open about the consumption on the show too. Like,
Yeah, a little bit. Bravo will, they let us, I guess, take it as far as we can.
I mean, it's not. I know they've mentioned, like, everyone mentions like Adderalls or Vicodins or like drinking all the time, but not a lot of people are cool about talking cannabis, especially on TV. And y'all been pretty open. I know you have some co-stars that are on the show that smoke weed. They all talk about getting into the cannabis industry. I know you are starting a brand in the cannabis industry as well.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Madix.
What? Exciting stuff.
I tried a cart already with the wood tip.
Did you like it?
What?
The rosin carts.
We out here getting high everywhere.
Sir. The natural
doing that
gas
discreet.
collab.
What? So how did that whole thing happen? Because I know you are from Florida.
Yes, sir.
You grew up
super
in
illegal there.
Yeah, still.
Yeah,
but
still.
some say Florida is like, where the OG landed and got brought to California. Is this true, Jason?
I don't buy that story.
I don't think I buy that either. I think
story.
OG's more of a. I think we mistake OG as sour diesel in Florida. And,
don't they call Florida the custody zone?
We get a lot of telephone names. You know what I mean? Like passed on from. It's like
because by the time it gets to Florida,
it's some fucking crazy. Like we had mangoes. Like
I mean, Florida gets memed a lot too in the culture because those are where all the cussies are. Where they'll drop the most money on packs and on flavors and on designer
glass.
weed.
Yeah, glass.
Yeah,
a lot of heady glass out in Florida. They have like super like. There's a couple shops in Tampa that I can think of. It's like you guys have all this like high-end glass, but you're not really supposed to be using it. Well,
I think a lot of the kids out there on the East Coast in Florida feel a lot safer because they don't have earthquakes, and so a lot of that heady glass, they don't have to worry about that.
Hey man, I don't even want to talk about earthquakes right now, G, because this weather out here in LA,
no falling off the shelf,
kind of been crazy.
That's where the market is.
I've been talking about it too. Like, look, I can't wait for the earthquake because all these people moving to LA are gonna move out once they witness the first earthquake. Property value is gonna go down. I'm gonna buy my house because right now it's expensive. But being an earthquake is not fun, G.
I've never.
Property values are going down anyway right now.
Oh,
the housing market is about to crash.
I can't wait so I can fucking buy one. Because right now, like, you get a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,200 square foot house in the valley. It's like $800,000. You're like, yo, I could go to Nebraska right now and buy like 20 acres for $100,000
in that house.
My lady for the unit that I live in, she wants like $850,000 for that unit. She's tripping.
That's not even a house. It's a condo.
Yeah.
Oof. I gotta make more money. So why'd you start getting into the cannabis industry, Mr. Jeremy Madix?
I guess I don't know. I kind of grew up very hyper. I guess I actually had to take Adderall from like first grade to by the time I got through high school.
Why do they give you Adderall? You're just a kid. Like,
yeah, dude.
Yo, he's 6. Let him live.
Exactly.
That's just natural children energy. Like, let him explore life and learn. Y'all putting him on drugs.
Put me on, heavy drugs, a narcotic, right? It's a narcotic.
I mean, if you have to get prescribed by a doctor, that's a drug. Prescription drugs.
So I guess I don't know. I tried weed for the first time when
How old were you?
14 or 15 years old. So
first time you smoked weed?
About 12 years ago, yeah.
How was it?
Was it brown or green?
The first couple of times I smoked, I didn't get high.
Was it a joint, bong, pipe, apple, can, any piece of glass?
We used to manufacture things with like water bottles and socket wrenches and shit,
What do you mean? You made shit?
Yeah,
you're like, I got a hanger in this can and let's make something, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah, we would engineer our own,
So you're always about like, let's make some shit happen.
Yeah, well, this was of course before we were old enough to like go and buy glass or like, you know what I mean? We had to find what was available to us, and I mean, I've definitely smoked out of a can before.
I mean, we've all have. If you haven't, then you should try it one time. It's a good experience. But so here you are, prescribed Adderall in first grade. So were you like a wild child? You were just running around disrupting?
Oh, yeah. I couldn't stay in my seat, disrupting class. I was just a handful. I mean, I've always been a handful.
So like the notes on your report card would like talk too much is a disruption.
All that. Yeah. My grades were never good.
It's funny. When I was in school, they called them class clowns.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was no distinction of, you have this.
You're ADHD.
You're just a class clown. You just want attention.
Even when I go back now, everyone was like, dude, you were so fucking funny. You were so hilarious. It's like, Dude, I was just bored, I guess.
You're just in class and the teacher's talking. You're like, yo, I want to do your brain was just going. You had the.
Dude, I would draw. I would walk. I would like. So
you are artistic?
Yeah, I would always. So like I would go, like if I was in class, I wouldn't do my work. I was either drawing or like, making something and like, or like, just messing with my friends, like draw a stupid picture and just
enjoying life.
Yeah.
Taking advantage of the moment.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know. It was boring. I hate reading.
You're like, fuck. Why do I gotta sit in this chair for hours? So here you are in class. You're just like, yo, I'm drawing shit. I'm being artistic. I'm fucking with my friends. And you just did all school. You did everything. Elementary, junior high, high school. In
high school, yeah. I
graduated.
think my senior year, I stopped taking it, and
Stop taking what? School?
Adderall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How do you stop?
I mean, so you're on. I skipped a lot. I skipped a lot of class.
For that many years, you were on Adderall?
Yeah.
And did they get stronger? Like you started at 5 milligrams and they pushed it to like 15?
Way strong.
And then
I can barely take half of a 10 milligram now without freaking out. But then I was on 2 doses. I was taking 60 milligrams a day.
Fuck. So
I was medicated.
So you're like, yo, I need to stop this shit. And you just like found out weed was helping, or?
Yeah, it helped a lot. I think I'm still a little short attention span, but the hyperness has gone down a lot. And I think, smoking weed really calmed me down and put me to my center chi, I guess.
That's one thing that cannabis does do, and I've always said it, is it has something in it called patience. Mm-hmm. And regardless of what your situation is, when you start smoking it, you can just you just breathe a little bit. If you don't go off the end and get all paranoid and start thinking about shit, because a lot of people just go in, they get all paranoid, like, oh, I can't handle it, but they just get in their own head.
Smoking the wrong.
But if you just smoke it and realize what you just
the opposition calls that laziness.
You can just deal with people's stupidity and just situations that just frustrate you. Like, all right, you just take a breath. You're like, all right, I'm high. Let me just fucking deal with this shit.
Well, I'm super irritable if I'm not.
Facts.
I'm so irritable.
Facts.
And I use it throughout the entire day. In the beginning of the day, I smoke more sativa. As the day goes on, I'm more of a hybrid guy, and then I end the day with a nice strong. So
do you
Maddox
have a
OG.
favorite? Do you have a favorite strain, or are you just I like it all?
OG for sure is my favorite. Yeah. It's just I'm all about flavor. I mean, I like to get high for sure, but that's not what's most important to me. It has to taste good at the same time.
There's it's like preventative medicating that what we do, and none of us really realize it. The more we study cannabis, the more we realize the medical benefits it has to us. But like it calms us down. It helps us eat. It helps people with inflammation. It helps people with whatever ailment they have. They smoke cannabis.
Keeps you looking young too.
Hey,
is that a proven fact?
I mean, I believe it. Look at me.
Wow,
that is facts.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, I can vouch for that, because if you look at someone that smoked weed most of their life, they do not look like the age you would think they are.
I do also believe too that it's about smoking good weed. You can't just smoke mids.
If you smoke stress, you're gonna look stressed.
Exactly.
Speaking of mids, we used to buy ounces of I don't even know if it has ever even existed out here, but we called it regs.
Mm-hmm. Regs, Reggie.
And it's just, oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude. But we would just buy out, this is when we first started.
Everyone, you start
so the first weed you smoked, was it brown weed or green weed?
No, we also have what we call crip, or some people call it crippy, but just crip was what it was to
Probably
me.
Probably the outdoor.
Was it compressed?
It was more like greenhouse.
That BC
was
shit.
It compressed?
Yeah, it was BC.
That Canadian weed. Mm-hmm.
Nade.
No, it wasn't. The regs was pressed. The regs would come and literally you would have to pull off of a block, the crip or the mids, our mids were called zonas. So I'm assuming came from Arizona. Yeah.
You know what zona means?
Yeah. Arizona.
But zona in Hebrew means bitch.
Those AZs.
Oh shit. Well, it was some bitch weed. That's for sure.
Bitch weed. We smoke. So here you are, Florida. Fucking on Adderall, discover cannabis. You start smoking. You're like, yo, this just helped me more. Your fucking life in Florida is whatever. What are you doing in Florida? How are you making money? Are you?
Wow, I've done it all, dude. I've done everything from construction to landscaping. I actually was I was an insurance agent for a little while. I sold Medicare plans, Obamacare. I was licensed in 17 states.
You're just out here just let me make some money. Let me just
I was killing it. I was killing it.
Uh-huh.
And then after that, I took time off. I moved to Boynton Beach and I surfed for 6 months.
Because you are kind of into the fitness thing. I see you at the gym. I see you out here on your IG Jeremy Madix, you got like topless pictures. You're out here posing, getting all these photo shoots.
Well, this is a new thing for me. I've never been like a model or one to be in front. This is actually the best shape I've ever been in.
What? Yeah. You weren't playing sports in high school? You were?
Oh, no, I did. I definitely did. But after high school, not as much, you know. I actually put on a lot of weight. I was like 200 pounds at one point.
Right out of high school?
Not right out of high school. Maybe like 2, 3, 4 years down the road. Maybe like more 2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what happens. You're like you don't have a schedule now. You're just living life on your own. You figure shit out. You're eating shit.
Eating good.
And then you're just like, yo, what made you come to California? What was it?
Well, I've always wanted to live in California ever since I got into cannabis. This was my original reason. So I got into cannabis and, you know, everything was already on a move out here, even that far back, you know, things were already working towards progression of, you know, decriminalization and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that was my, you know, a mutual thing with my mom, actually, that was like, we want to get you out there so you can stop getting in trouble, you know?
Did you get in trouble in Florida for weed?
Oh my God.
Like what? Like little possession things? Or
yeah, little possession things. But yeah, you know.
It's just like, it's bullshit.
Nothing that would even turn our head out here, you know, just like, you know, if I had this, you know, 2 ace on me, you're
jail.
Oh yeah.
So you went to jail for weed?
No, I always kind of talked my way out of it.
Yeah. You're cool.
I had my mom.
Sometimes what does talk your way out?
One time I had a bomb.
It's like, yo, you look like a good kid.
You know, because
I don't know what happened.
Tell on 3, go free.
Oh, hey.
Well, when we were that young, I think I don't know. I wasn't 18 yet, so I think making an arrest unless they really had to on site was like not something that they wanted to do. It was always like someone's got to drive your car home or your parents got to come pick you up.
Right. A lot of these kids these days, especially out here in California and LA, like don't understand what it was like having weed or walking to places, having weed on you, smelling like weed.
Well, I forget when I go back now how like sketchy it is, you know? So
I remember when just even wearing a weed leaf on your shirt was probable cause for them to search your car.
Oh, it was definitely. I mean, you try not to look the part, you know? Definitely.
I totally know what you're talking about. Gee, like,
and it sucks because it's like,
you like, hey,
fucking stoners.
But I've never been like, I've never been.
Now look at them. They all want a piece of the pie.
They're all out here.
Okay.
And now they're cool. They're cool with it. So you're in Florida, in trouble, getting in trouble with weed, out here making bread, and you're like, yo, it's time. Mama agrees.
Right. So, well, actually, I'd gotten between then and a few years later, I'd gotten into photography. I started taking pictures with my friend Sean Bennick at the time. And
what is Jeremy taking pictures of? Is it like
surfing?
Nature? Okay.
You know, nature kind of stuff.
Okay. Ocean waves.
And then
by Jeremy.
That became my like, okay, I do photo now. And then my sister moved from New York out here in the meantime. Got on the show.
This is Ariana.
Ariana, yes.
Ariana.
Yeah.
Okay.
I call her, it's Ariana, whatever.
I don't know.
It's Ariana.
Syllable.
There's a lot of ways to yeah, whatever. Tomato, I guess. No one says tomato, but you dig. So she was out here and I just saw it as like an opportunity or kind of a stepping stone to allow me to, you know, chase my dreams. So I came out here and pursued photography. And then I met my very good friend, my best friend, Edmund. And we started a production company together and we started shooting a ton of music videos.
This is Fortune Films.
No, this was actually EP Digital.
EP Digital. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. EP Digital,
which still exists. He's still operating.
Any music videos we know? Any artists you shoot that?
If you know, like Southside from 808 Mafia.
Yeah.
We shot a couple of his videos and then a couple of artists under him as well.
Okay. And this was you just came out here, no intention on being on any TV show. Just my sister's out here. I got a place to crash. Was she living with her boyfriend or something?
Yeah, she was. Yep. Okay. They opened their doors to me.
Is she like, Jeremy, get out of Florida, come to fucking Cali. I got you, G.
I think at a certain point she wanted me out here, you know, more than being in Florida. You know, I think I was trapped and suffocating in Florida.
Right.
You know?
It happens. That's where the people go to. I hear, like, being from LA, I hear like, oh, Florida, that's where people go retire and die.
That's what they do. Everyone from the East Coast.
I hate saying that, but that's what they say.
No,
you go to Florida to die.
That's a common thing to say. Definitely.
So that sounds depressing. Like, why would I want to be a bunch of people that know they're about to be dead? Like, this is
they're just out there partying all the time,
super
just chilling, just living their best life.
Super chill. Either everyone has a 9 to 5
old people
or
orgies.
Yeah, it's a super chill town. Everyone's laid back. Like literally, just like picture a bunch of me's, running around. Plus, like. Some cooler than me too. Like we're super.
You're the
chill.
coolest though. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
So it's just like there's nothing to do. Los Angeles, a lot of opportunity. Your sister's on the show. Is she already on the show while you're in Florida?
Yeah, she. At first, she was very hesitant to join the show, and then she started dating Tom. And that's it. She joined sort of around. If you look back in like season 1, you see her a little bit. You actually see me in season 3.
Okay.
Like I made an appearance in Miami when they all went down there for a bachelorette party.
Just said, hey.
And
is that when people notice you and like, hey, how do we get more Jeremy on the show?
If you go back to season 3, you'll see how much bigger I was.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got the little chubby Jeremy.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you come to LA looking all, you're like, I've been surfing, I've been working out, I'm at this fit life, and then you come to LA.
Yeah, I mean, I was working at Sur, and my trainer, Craig Ramsey, he trains a lot of celebrities, but he came into Sur and I was working, and I guess he just liked my energy. He approached me, he said he would love to train me, and we went from there about 2 years ago. So,
okay, so you started going in.
Right.
Getting it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had goals, and with me, it's like if I say I'm going to do, there's a lot of things I don't want to do, but if I tell you I'm going to do it, 9 times out of 10, it happens.
Now, is it weird? Because you talk about being chubby and like I used to be fat, now I'm fit. And like when you look at when you look up Jeremy Madix and your relationship, they always call you like the heartthrob. How does that like, especially being in LA and WeHo, especially Boys Town, where like looks is crazy. Boys Town means it's, if you know West Hollywood, there's a lot of
Boys Town.
It's Boys Town.
When I first got invited into West Hollywood, the mayor of West Hollywood told me we have an unwritten health code that everyone has to look good.
What?
I believe it. Well, where I work at Sur Restaurant in West Hollywood, they require a headshot and your resume.
What?
So I guess looks are definitely a part of, what you're operating.
It's LA. It happens. So how do they approach you? Do you ask to be on the show, or are you an employee of Sur? So it's like now you have to be on the show.
Well, I think there was just an automatic interest because of my sister. She, she's such a great person, and
it has nothing to do with you saving the restaurant because it was on fire.
No, but that was actually just a fluke, They didn't even have footage of it because it really happened.
Yeah, this is real. That's what I'm saying. They're like, yo, because I guess there was a fire there that happened before, but there was a fire and you were the only one to actually react and try to do something and put the fire out.
That's correct.
And even though you do have asthma, I saw that. I went in the little notes.
I risked my life to save Sur.
To save Sur.
You hear that?
What?
Yeah.
And also, I don't know if this is true, but Lisa hooked you up with a little bonus for helping the restaurant.
Slipped me some cash.
Yeah, and that's like rare. I guess no one really gets bonuses.
Never happens.
What?
Yeah, they're
at
great.
You.
Yeah,
they're like, let's get this guy on the show.
Yeah, what a crazy night. So the power went out.
Okay.
We couldn't figure out why. One of the servers was leaving and said, guys, there's a fire in the back. I'm like, well, if there's a fire, just put it out. I'm from Florida, dude. We burn Christmas trees in our backyard, 20, 30 foot flames,
right.
Like it's no big deal.
It's a fire.
So I grabbed a fire extinguisher. And Tom's mom's an ex firefighter.
Okay.
A big deal firefighter in St. Louis. And we had told her about it. She said if I didn't do what I did, they would have let the whole place burn down, and they would have just had to contain the fire at that point.
Instead of just putting it out, they were just like, all right, we got to control it now.
Yeah,
let it burn out. And the whole restaurant would have gone under. But just a little section. Mr. Superhero Jeremy Madix comes through, hits the pen, runs in, no cape.
They're like, Lisa was like, I always thought you were just some little asshole. I'm like, I try to tell you. She just talks like that. She's not like mean or.
Well, because I know like on the show, especially these reality shows, like a lot of people like the controversy. They like the negative shit. Like you can be doing positive, but that's like a little thing. But they want to get the gossip and they leave you on cliffhangers. And
yeah, definitely.
Being an employee, I guess I'm sure cameras are always running. Is there a reason why you're not more involved? Is that a reason why? Because they want you to be more toxic?
So there's just different. You have the primary cast and then you have the secondary cast, which is like, they're there, right. But we're more focused on the storylines of these guys. And unless you're involved in the storyline, we'd love to have you, but like,
right.
So I don't know. I just think this past season, I was extremely busy. I wasn't available as much to film. Working on the brand, working just in general. So this past season, the season before, I actually had a lot of airtime. There's an entire episode that covered me. So I guess it just, you get in where you fit in, Yeah,
you just make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Saving the restaurant, chilling out. And then there was a little thing on the show that people were talking about. I guess this is how you got to there was a cast member called Billy Lee.
Yeah, Billy Lee.
Billy Lee.
Great girl.
Yeah.
She's great.
And people were trying to tell her, like, talk shit about you to her. Like, yo, you shouldn't be hanging out with Jeremy. She's like, what? What you mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
People just hate.
That was so weird. Do you think that maybe it was like, so weird?
I don't know why, like, everyone just wants to throw shade on other people and just be like, did they know you, these ladies? Do they like ever hang out with you?
They've known of me and we've hung out, but it was like, I think a joke was misconstrued into some weird shit. Like anyone that knows me knows better than whatever the hell that was, So it's whatever. We've made up and we've moved on, and people have different opinions now.
Chilling, yeah.
Now that they for real know me.
I've hung out with you in real life a couple times. We've gone places. And I'm just like, yo, you're just like another fucking dude chilling out, smoking weed. I mean, some people will be like, hey, are you? And you're like, hey, dude, that's me. And it's like, okay. Yeah. And it's just like, when I pull up, people will be like, what? Yeah. Smoke weed, get high. You're like, yeah, hey, that's me. So it's just like, it's regular, and it's just been cool to see. And I see you got the Maddox OG coming out, the whole Maddox brand. I've been following the IG.
Thank you.
How is it, though? Because feels like there's always an obstacle happening.
Oh my God.
If it has to do with like packaging, some compliance, something to do with the grow, the material. Like, how does it feel coming into this? Because we're all from like, if you've been in the weed industry, you've been in the black market, you've been trapping for a little bit. It's been a little easier just to kind of get shit and then push it or do whatever you want. But now there's so many rules and regulations. I see Jason over here looking at me like,
there's lots of
he's
stuff.
Like,
lots. There's gonna be lots more stuff coming up.
My expertise. Let's go, Adam. I see you looking at me, Jason. But there's been so many obstacles, and like just like even in packaging alone, like the BCC would be like, all right, everyone needs this on their new exit bag, and then like a week later, like, psych, we're just playing. You don't need that. We know you just spent like everything to make it happen. But if you can't survive, sorry. But have you experienced anything like any difficulty starting this brand? Because I know this shit is
just cool. a ton of headaches and making sure that we're doing the right thing and making sure that everything is checked off and that we're up to date on the BCC and just making sure that we're still doing everything properly. However, it's definitely been, especially since the beginning of the year just hit, we started maybe a few months before the new year, and then the new year came and a lot of new things came out. Phase 3, that's a whole another thing now you got to find someone that's phase 3 compliant.
Heavy metals,
water cycles. It's like,
it's not just music,
guys. The water we're putting in our weed is cleaner than what we're drinking. This doesn't make any sense. So it's a headache because they're just making it hard to run a business and make money. And I feel like that's what this country is based off of is starting your own, that I feel like an entrepreneur, the American dream, so it's like they're making it hard to operate. However, I think it's good. I think it'll make for better in this industry. And right now I'm just looking at it like any other business, anything you do, there's regulations, there's licenses, there's You know what I mean? So
yeah, every industry is like that.
Everything.
I just feel like with the cannabis industry, especially in California, like they're still not black and white on what they want. They still change shit, and it's
a gray area.
That's the good part about it. That way we can fix the bad shit.
Yeah, but it's fucking everybody up in the meantime that are trying to like be compliant with them and just.
Well, first of all, I think a lot of the things that you're talking about right now is the fact that they said that you don't have to be child resistant, and then you do have to be child resistant.
Right. I mean, that's just one example.
And are you reusing it? But
here's the whole thing. From a retailer standpoint, for me, I'm still not going to buy anyone's product that's not child resistant because it's not my job to have to pay for an exit bag because you don't want to have your shit in a child proof container.
I get you. As a shop. Yeah.
Yeah,
not as a brand.
Yeah. So even if the state changes that, you still should have your product like that.
Child, yes, I agree.
Yeah, no, I agree as well. I agree. By the way, guys, my business partner Rachel's here, so if you hear her chime in, you're not hearing voices.
So, what made you want to decide to start Madix? Like, what is Madix?
Well, I mean, I've been in the industry for 11 years now. I took a break from it actually when I moved out here. It was just so oversaturated in my opinion. But I don't know. I just figured I have a platform and I am passionate about weed and I love it and all the different strains and the flavors and what benefits it has for what things, so I love it. So I started a brand at it because I figured, do what you love.
Yes. So, and you guys are doing flowers, you're doing pens. Are you working with anybody?
Yeah, we, our first product will be a solventless, pre-roll. So we're mixing solventless concentrates with our flower. We are using a top shelf OG flower, no trim, no shake.
No sticks, no stem, no seeds.
None of the bullshit. Just the good shit. Facts. So that's our first product. Our business model is kind of it's a different one. Everything that we do, we will release in a batch of 1,500. As we grow, our menu will grow, so our launches will grow. But once it's gone, it's gone. So get it while you can, because the next batch is going to be completely different.
It's exclusive.
Yes.
It's a hype.
Yes.
What?
A lot of clout.
Try it this time. If you don't try it, you fucked up. That's how we run it. Yeah.
Pay attention to our launch dates, and we'll let you know what shop we're doing it at.
And they can find that. Where is that? That Madix OG. It's on IG. You got social media, website.
Yeah. Right now we're Madix.OG on Instagram.
It's Madix.
Yeah. Madix.
OG.
Yeah.
Okay.
.OG.
So I make sure people be like, I don't know if they're trying to put like double D's or.
They do it all the time.
CKS's and shit.
Our last name is very. It's spelt unique.
Madix. Yeah.
So
some people might be double D OCK, like what is he saying?
Just a lot of extra shit.
Madix is what it is.
Yes.
You guys out here just putting out the best because you're a real smoker, so you want to make sure it's because I know what it's like. I put my face on weed. It's like, yo, if you use my face on a product, it better be so good because I ain't trying to put out no shit.
Exactly. Well, I would never release anything that I wouldn't smoke myself.
No bullshit.
That's what he's always saying is that he wants to test everything, make sure it's perfect. Won't put out anything he wouldn't smoke himself.
That's right.
Yeah, I can't do it.
It ain't going to my lungs. It ain't going to your lungs.
Hell no. So yeah, we'll start with pre-rolls, and then we are working with my hash maker, Andrew, Natural Dabs.
Okay.
He's our solventless guy. So we will be doing a rosin cartridge, which is the wood tip one that you tried. However, we're changing from the wood tip because of phase 3 testing. Oof. Thank you guys. Shout out to phase 3. But yeah, so rosin carts, they don't seem to be on, I'm not seeing them.
What's your favorite way to consume cannabis?
I don't know if I should disclose that.
What? It's a blunts, it's a joints, it's a bonglos, it's a dabs.
I typically smoke flower out of backwoods.
Yeah. Hey, man, why are you telling me? I used to smoke backwoods all day, every day, all day.
I hear you.
But my recent complaint with backwoods, it's not that I don't like backwoods.
Oh, they've gone to shit.
It's not that I don't like tobacco. I think tobacco and cannabis is one of the best blends in the world. You got peanut butter and jelly, milk and cereal, cheese and wine, cannabis and tobacco. It's just how it is. Centuries, every culture. If you go to Europe, if you go to Asia, if you go to the Middle East, like it's cannabis and tobacco. That's how they do it, and I love it. My only issue is the quality control of Backwoods has gone to fucking shit. Facts. And if I'm buying a pack of 5 and I'm only using 2 of them, I ain't trying to fucking do that.
For $10 out here in LA.
I'm buying $10 a pack, and then I'm only using like 40% of this fucking product I'm buying.
We're getting ripped. And
you actually spend more on Backwoods than you do on weed.
No, you're right. You're right, 100%.
And I'm using a lot of weed when I smoke these Backwoods. And like, look, I opened it up, and I'm like, oh, this one's like, has a bunch of holes in it.
We don't want stems in our Backwoods.
Oh, this one has is just like stale. This one just fucking looks like it's covered in mold. And then like I had my buddy, and I know a couple people that actually took Backwoods and tested them to see how clean they actually are, and then they found them to be even more dirty than anything we've ever smoked. Pesticides and mold and all sorts of shit that we shouldn't be smoking.
Some Eagle 20.
Everything is in Backwoods.
Crazy shit
that you should have smoked. And then you contact Backwoods. You're like, hey, I got some Backwoods and they're dry or they have holes in them. And you know what they respond with?
Fuck you.
Our cigars aren't made to be unrolled.
Oh, yeah, it sounds accurate, but that's why they manufacture them.
I'm not even mad at Backwoods.
They know damn well.
Great that you have great attorneys because that's facts. We're not supposed to put weed in them. You're just supposed to smoke them the way you get them. I don't give a fuck. If you unroll them, you'll see holes. If you don't unroll it, it'll still hit. So whatever the fuck. But the fact that
they still shouldn't be stale. So
dry or
at the same time
covered in mold.
Did you test dry ones as opposed to fresh ones?
Man, you just sent a random pack in. I don't fucking care. I just wanted to know what's up.
Yeah, so Backwoods, if you're listening, fix your shit because we love you. And
they're not listening.
They don't care.
Your shit's donezo. I'm switching to grab a leaf tomorrow.
Well, look, there's a lot of other ones out there.
Definitely.
There is a lot of other blunts, tobacco companies out there. I know everyone be using Swishers. People be on Optimos. People use Garcia Vegas. People use White Owls. And then you got the Grabbas. You got the fucking, what is it, 1882s?
Yeah, the 18. Yeah, those are decent.
There's all sorts of other like pure leaf ones now, but
what about
I'm
the
just over it.
Splitterillos?
Oh my God.
I'm just over it.
The Splitterillo.
Yeah, there's so many. Yeah. And then like they have the Royal. And then you got like the actual... blunt wraps that people are making that just taste like construction paper. You know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. You know the ones I'm talking about. No, but you love it's all right. I'm down. I'm sorry for going off there. Everyone's all like, "Fuck you, Adam." Mr. Beck, Jason, here. When we were smoking many years ago, you know what he would do? We would roll it backward. He would roll backwards and pass it backwards to people to smoke. And then when it would be about like 2 inches, like 1.5 inches, he would make you put it out. And then he would save it because what he would do is he would cut them into little snappers and he would snap his backwood roach in a big ass bong.
Out of a bong.
Yeah,
like
those
a
are
big
fire.
Old clear bong.
But not roaches. I used to roll like little minis, like tiny
roaches, Jeremy. Roll like here, smoke this shit. Give it to me when it's about 1.5 inches. And then he will fucking cut off the cherry, cut off the slobbered end, keep the middle.
Dude, it was the biggest rush, bro. The biggest head rush.
Bro, I've tried it a couple times. I'm a real smoker. I smoke. I'm like, yo, let me try this shit.
You know what happened? Leaves and just
I never liked smoking backwoods.
Just out of the bong.
That's the only way.
But it inspired. You know what I do? It inspired me. I took the backwood.
That's when they started making rosin and shit.
And make rosin backwood. Yep. I would make my backwood rosin, and I would smoke that, which was fucking delicious. Yeah. And if you're thinking right now, and you're like, oh, backwood rosin, what the fuck is he talking about? That sounds fucking disgusting. If you smoke blunts and you're saying that, you're an idiot. Because let me tell you something. If you're smoking blunts and you dab, you're a bigger idiot.
You're extracting the same terps.
Because you are smoking basically what you're smoking.
You like that tobacco
Except
terp.
It would be cleaner.
Oh my God, Jeremy, you don't know? This is the most freshest blunt.
I don't know.
Did you ever send some of that rosin in to get tested?
No, I should.
That's going to be the.
I should.
Because you know, like with PGRs, when you make rosin, you get a whole different chemical reaction.
Just to fuck with them.
Don't even start getting neurotoxins and how like heating and pressure changes the chemical compound to some of these.
It does.
Shit
it does.
I know. We get fucked up. I know we've been guinea pigs. Who knows what's going to happen in 20 years to us, Jason? Because we've been smoking hella weed and we don't know the long term effects of what we've been smoking.
Well, hopefully we've been smoking enough good weed that we're immune from it.
Now we've been filtered through it. Now that we got a lot of clean weed, but I also feel that weed today isn't as good as weed was a couple years ago because it's like not grown with the same love. It's
at the same time too, it was you had to know someone in that world in order to be in that world. And now, like with social media, YouTube and everything, everybody wants to be a rock star and put their shit on blast.
Right. You're right. But everybody's a stoner now. Yep. Everybody's a fucking stoner.
Yep.
It's like, all right, take a seat.
As a kid, here you are being artistic, drawing in your classroom, fucking with your friends. Did you always think you would be like on TV, smoking weed, having a brand? What was your childhood? What would you think you were going to be? What was Jeremy Madix's like 8-year-old dream?
What's it?
What happened?
That is so small when the big ass leaf.
Well, because I don't smoke the stems. I rip them out. I rip the veins out. So
you got veins right there, though.
Yeah, I know, but
those are tolerable veins.
Yeah. Otherwise, I throw out the whole pack.
Those are veins you can actually handle. You don't like the big solid ones.
Normally I would do without those, but it's like I'm sick of throwing backwards away.
Hey,
so
bro.
it's like
you're not throwing backwards away. You're throwing money away. Every time you take a blunt and you open it, you're like, oh, you trash it. That's $2 that you just threw down the toilet. Instead of buying like a fucking scratcher and being able to win a couple $100 or just throwing it in a little box and saving it. $2. Oh, here's another backward I was about to smoke. $2. And then by the end of the day, you know how much money you got saved up?
None.
A lot, G. Unless you spent it on munchies, which probably happens.
Yeah.
Munchies and backwoods.
What were you saying though?
I was asking you what you were like. What you thought you would be like a firefighter or astronaut.
No.
You nailed it.
That's a good
Adam, actually.
astronaut.
That's exactly what it was.
Well, I was born in Cape
information.
Canaveral, so the shuttle goes off. I grew up watching all the space endeavors, dude. I watched them all the rockets.
All the rockets.
So, we're kind of our area code for our town is literally 3, 2, 1 countdown county.
3, 2, 1. So you want to be an astronaut? You want to really be higher than everyone, huh?
Yeah.
I'm higher than an asteroid.
So that you could definitely throw that in there, but honestly, I don't know. I used to always have a dream of doing like marine biology.
Okay.
I thought that was great because I've always loved the water, I don't know, dude. I honestly, I don't think I ever had a dream really until I got older and decided that honestly out here is when I really got all my drive. Before I was just working jobs and, just making money where I can.
Just doing the regular life.
Yeah.
That American dream.
And
9 to 5. Pay your taxes. Enjoy
miserable.
4th of July.
Exactly.
Let's get drunk.
And that's not for me, as we can tell from my school.
I've seen some interesting clips on your appearances on Vanderpump Rules too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you were once you got this new bod, you were not ashamed. I saw you do some gay pride video.
Oh God, I want all out for that. It's like if you're gonna do it, just fucking do it.
Yeah.
Like fuck it. I don't give a fucking damn. It's gay pride. It's like you dressing up for Halloween, you wear some shit. I dressed for gay pride. I don't give a damn.
Yeah. I did it too, man.
Yeah.
I went all off of gay pride last year in 2018.
It is what it is.
It's always a big rager.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking nuts down there, dude.
Yeah.
Sur gets crazy. You can't even walk through there. And it's like,
are you still working at Sur?
Yeah, I'm bartending.
I could pull up to Sur any day and get served by Jeremy Madix.
I wouldn't say any day, but I'm there for brunch on Saturday and Sunday.
He's like, I have a schedule, G. I'm not every day. I got a life to live. I'm trying to do my
building brand.
I'm trying to build going through all this compliancy shit. I'm trying to do. How about your video company? You still producing? You still doing some production?
Yeah, I'm actually producing more photo shoots now than video. However, I still love video. I do a lot of behind the scenes stuff. I've been working with an artist named Luxury Tax 50. He's 808 Mafia West, Southside's best friend. He's actually Travis Scott's like right hand. Super cool dude. So I've been doing a lot of stuff, hanging out with him and just getting a lot of vlog footage and photos. That's mainly what I'm doing as far as the whole thing with my company is I want to fund my own projects. I want to be able to like approach you, Adam, and be like, I want to do this project with you. I'm not asking for a budget. I just want to do this dope shit with you. I don't want to produce or create under the pressure of having to pay bills or make ends meet or like make money at all. I want to be creative. I want to have an idea and produce that shit, So it's,
be able to make it happen.
Yeah, exactly.
What? If you were talking to your 8-year-old self right now that thought he was going to be an astronaut watching these rockets go up and down, what would you give him any advice? What would you tell that kid right now?
You can do it.
You can do it. Just do it, G.
What is that? Nacho Libre? No, it's
that was
Adam Sandler. I'm an idiot.
No.
Waterboy.
Was it Waterboy?
Yeah, it was Waterboy.
You can do it.
Yeah, it was, what's his name? Rob Schneider.
Shout out to Adrian out here, just shouting it out. Was that you shouting it out?
Let's go.
He's like,
Thank you for the assist.
What? So what else? What else is going on in Jeremy's life? What we got exciting coming up?
Well, we'll be launching our brand. We start filming again probably around May. So we, got a new season. Actually, I'm about to. My sister and her boyfriend are getting ready to buy a pretty nice ass house.
Okay.
I'm very excited for them, and it's not just a house, dude. Like, I'm so proud of them, dude. It's crazy. It's really it's like your friend's mom, like some house that just wasn't yours, like.
You're just like walking in, you're like, this is a castle.
Yeah.
No, that's I always love seeing people I know succeed and do great, and it makes it inspires me to do better. It gives you you walk into your friend's house and they have this. You're like, hey, I got house envy. I need to do something in my life. So you start talking to me yo, what am I doing wrong with my life?
It just takes time. It just takes time.
So, but the thing is, there's people out there that will see that and just create hate in themselves and just throw shade and just be a miserable person instead of getting motivated and inspired
to do something.
To do something about
we
their
work
life.
for this, and not only even if we didn't put in physical hours, trust me, they put in a lot of mental hours dealing with that show. You know what I mean? Go read their comments sometime.
Oh no, I can imagine. I don't even.
Oh yeah, you fucking know. I remember that one guy. I was like, what is going on here?
Oh, you're talking about my comments?
Your comments, yeah.
Hey, my comments on social media are sometimes the most entertaining things, and I love reading them when I'm just chilling. But I can imagine on a more national scale, as far as being on a national TV, even a worldwide show, and the comments, I just probably couldn't even imagine. And do they actually read? Do you read the comments if they do a little lift on Jeremy Madix's appearance? So you going in there and reading?
Yeah, sometimes, but I've learned to ignore it. It's not why, for what?
It's people that don't even know you are saying things.
Well, these are also the people that'll come in and be like, can we get a picture?
100%.
It's
that's
yeah, of course, but you would never know because they will never let you know. It's
Oh, I had one person.
Because if you did let me know, I would instantly change your mind. You know what I mean?
So I totally feel you. Have you mentioned my comments, and then they come to the event and be like, "What? Hey, can I get free trim? You got any weed?" But even worse, people would say shit, and I'm like, all right, some kids hey, I don't like you. I was like, all right, cool. If you see me, just say you don't like me. So he came up to me at one of these events. He's like, hey, I was that dude that said I don't like you. I was like, all right, cool, man. Well, here's a gram. Thanks for fucking telling me in real life you don't like me. And he's like, all right, man.
Wow.
And then he walked away. I was like,
how do you not how do you answer to that?
Cool.
All right.
Cool, dog. I was like, enjoy your day, man. Thanks for telling me in real life.
Those are the guys.
And then,
shout out to you guys. I love y'all.
Now he's a fan.
That's great.
He got real life interaction. He's like, damn.
Adam's tight.
He's not what I read about on the internet.
I don't even know.
I mean, you know what? Meme me all day. Just tag me and keep me relevant. Because as long as you're memeing me, I know you're talking about me in your circle of friends. And there's gonna be someone that doesn't know me that's gonna be like, oh, let me check this fool out. And then he's gonna go on YouTube or Google and see some shit and add more likes to my videos and my thing. I'm like, cool, check me out, G.
Yeah, check me out.
Yeah. Either you're gonna not like me and watch my shit, or you're gonna like me and watch my shit. Either way,
you're a shameless self-promoter.
Yeah.
And either way,
shameless self-promoter.
At the end of the day, I also feel bad for them. It's what what's wrong? Are you okay?
They didn't get raised with love.
Yeah, it's cool. Well, I fuck with you regardless. Whatever.
I learned a lot today, Jeremy.
Yeah, we went over a lot of shit.
Come from Florida. They fucking prescribed you at a young age when they shouldn't have. Fucking was going through some shit. Got some weed at a young age. Smoked some fucking Reggie.
Some Reggie.
You're like, yo, this shit sucks. I need better weed. Start a big circle. You're like, yo, I'm gonna do something with weed. This shit's changing the world. Got all fit. Got your fitness life. Came out to Cali. Got a little, saved the restaurant.
What?
Could have burned the whole thing down. You're like, yo, I smell smoke. I know what smoke smells like. I smell smoke, G. What's going on? Find the fire, put that shit out.
There's fire.
Oh,
yeah.
Always.
Why are they smoking without me? Let me go check it out. Oh, shit. This is real fire.
It was so smoky.
This is not real fire.
So was it electric fire, a gas fire?
It was an electrical fire, and
how'd you put the fire out?
I just
Use
tamed
water?
it. Yeah.
Use water?
No, I used an extinguisher.
He's a fire extinguisher. I'm surprised it wasn't like expired and just like went like nothing came out. You're like, fuck.
No, the West Hollywood Fire Department stays pretty good on top of that.
Yeah, Lisa even said there were a lot of people in the building at the time, and luckily I don't have a good English accent, so I'm not even gonna try it. And luckily a busboy. Were you a busboy at the time?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I still hop in there and I bust tables. I mean,
like,
whatever.
I'm out here. Busboy smelled smoke and was able to get to the fire before it got worse. Jeremy smelled smoke and he saved the day. Everyone got out safely, thank God.
There we go.
It would have been worse though, they said.
You know, her husband Ken, every time he sees me now, he shakes my hand and says, "How's the man that can do no wrong?" I'm like, "I fuck with you, Ken. I fuck with you."
That's cool.
Yeah, they're great. They're great people, dude. Like they're really good. They're, you know.
What? So saving days, getting jobs, doing weed.
Mr.
Social
Untouchable.
media, out here. Superhero saving days.
Yeah.
Spreading the word. Are you doing like anything with fitness? Do you have like a
I'm trying to
like a hemp-based nutrition plan that you're about to do?
Well, I'm gonna
some CBD.
Build my brand in on my, you know, my personal page, you know, Jeremy Madix on Instagram. I'm trying to build that more in a more active manner,
lifestyle,
you know? Yeah. And then we will be marketing a sativa rosin cart for fitness. Yeah.
Now there's a lot of people that like to do collaborations in this cannabis world. Do any of the fellow cast members want to collab on anything? Because I know some of them are also trying to get in the weed industry and have some things going on.
This will definitely be a thing. And, you know, if they want to facilitate it through my brand, I would be more than happy to do that, you know? So
we can have some exclusive
shit.
Maybe Bravo will come up to you and be like, hey, we need to fucking get in the industry.
We'll drop the Bravo cartridges with white blue packaging and white lettering.
And another Bravo celebrity actually approached us to do something.
Wait, what'd you say?
Mercedes.
Hold on. Say that Bravo celebrity?
Bravo celebrity. That's what they call us. Mercedes Havid from Shaw's of Sunset. Yeah, she's a great friend of mine.
Bravo celebrity.
Yeah.
Is that like anyone who's on?
She's a great supporter.
The Bravo channel, I like that. And
yeah, well, it's such a community now. Yeah, so
Andy Cohen's out here got these fucking. He's like the pimp.
Andy
of the
Cohen
Bravo
fucks with Snoop Dogg.
What?
Yeah,
he gets high.
He gets high.
Well, let's get him. He's gonna come up in here.
Let's have him come in here.
He's ready. He ain't ready.
I don't know.
Is he ready to get high?
I don't know if he's.
I've chill like I don't really go out here and like. I hang out with some people that are industry people, but I'm not out here like flexing and doing social. But they chill with me. They chill with me, and we smoke. You know, like I really smoke. I get high. I pull out options. I let you smoke whatever you want. Like I got weed, indica, sativa, hybrid, dabs, edibles, like whatever you want. And these fools, you know, I'll give them something to smoke, and then they like fall asleep in 20 minutes. I'm like, yo, bro, like, do you smoke weed? They're like, yeah, I always get high. I'm like, well, you ain't smoking real weed because you're over here falling asleep.
Faded.
I'm like half a joint, G.
Why is that such a real thing?
But it's great though. They're all. It's good because now they got good access. They got good access now to it. They're not used to it. But yeah, I learned a lot. Like I said,
that was fun.
I appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
Are you like a Bravo? Is there like Bravo like A, B, C, D, like a list? Like you got A-list celebrity? Is there like an A-list Bravo celebrity?
No.
I don't know. I found something out there with my name on it that was like some weird like celebrity list thing, and I was on it, and I was like, let's go, let's fucking go. I guess I'm a celebrity now. So and like our cast is so humble. We'll never tell you we're celebrity. You know, it's not like something we say. But
we're Bravo celebrities.
But it's like you guys got to look at it this way. Like we are. You know, it's like we're our. Just think about when you were on the news, you made the news in your hometown, how lit you were, like it, or the newspaper even.
This
you know,
before
it's like,
social media,
yeah. So it's like
Well, I'm out here. Look, I made the paper. I was at the park playing basketball. And I made the picture.
Yeah. And that was so lit. It's like just
kids are filling the parking because of joy. You're like, yeah, that's me.
Are you going to school? Everyone's got the fucking cutout of you. It's like, you're just collecting cutouts of you in the paper.
That's great.
So yeah, it's a good platform, and I'm definitely extremely thankful for it and the opportunity that I've been given.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you and thank you for coming on and giving me some time of your day.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Come to the Deep Valley and hang out.
Yes,
I learned a lot. Jeremy Madix, follow him on the social media. Maddox OG on IG. Do you have like YouTube, website, all that? Just Maddox OG?
Website's under construction.
Jeremy Madix.
Yeah, Jeremy Madix is my personal handle, and Fortune Films will be my production company. Whatever you're interested in.
Yeah.
Hit that follow button.
Hit it up.
Let's go.
Shout out to LA Kush for keeping me high this whole show, too. Shout out to Jason Beck in the building.
Hey.
Also, you got Shop. Check it out. Oz.
Yep. Oz in West Hollywood.
Love it.
OG Collective in Cathedral City.
Yeah, you got it.
Team
The
Elite
Wizzard.
Genetics, sauce carts out there. Make sure you get one of those.
Get your plug. Get them all in. Jason, get them all in. Get them all in.
All points distribution for all your distribution needs.
Yes.
Whatever y'all need, Jay's got it.
We got it.
GettingHighWith.com, YouTube, Getting High With. Appreciate all y'all hanging out with me on the podcast. If you made it this far, appreciate all y'all. Get high everywhere. You already know where I'm at. Stay higher than you. Appreciate all y'all. Yeah? Are we good? Thank you, Purple Dash Radio. Purple Haze Dash Radio. Yeah? Thank you, Andrew. Bye.